May I come in, sir? Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sir, my name is Manpreet Kour. I belong to Jammu district. I have done my BTech in Computer Science Engineering from SMVDU Katra, and from there, through my campus placement, I was placed in HCL. So I have worked in HCL for around 3 years, and then eventually I started preparing for civil services as I have aspirations for the same.
Okay, ये आपका कौन सा attempt है?
Sir, this is my third attempt.
Third attempt at KS और UPSC.
So UPSC is my fifth attempt and KS का third.
इससे पहले आपने कोई interview दिया?
Yes, UPSC का दिया.
UPSC का दिया कब?
सर अभी 2023 में.
2023 में.
Yes.
कितना स्कोर था आपका उसमें?
Sir 160. 60.
कैसा experience था आपका?
Sir, it was a good experience. The board was cordial. Mine was the Suman Sharma's ma'am board. तो वो सारे वो से diverse questions पूछ रही थी, तो they tried to keep me calm. तो it was a nice experience.
चलो ठीक. तो क्या motivate करता है आपको civil services में आने के लिए? अभी पहले
Sir, though the motivation comes from because it is a very respectful job, and sir, but more than that, sir, while I was working in HCL, I realized that I can better utilize my qualities and strength more in civil services rather than being in the corporate. No doubt, corporate does provide the opportunities for many better opportunities, but I feel that my interest lies more with the civil services.
3 साल नौकरी करी है HCL में.
Yes.
तो पहले से ऐसा था तो फिर आपने पहले क्यों नहीं जॉब छोड़ के कोई तैयारी करी? 3 साल क्यों लगे आपको ये रियलाइज करने में?
Sir, पहले तो why I joined HCL is because I studied the computer science and engineering, and there was a curiosity कि actual में काम कैसे होता है वहाँ पर. So I wanted to know how we have all heard from our seniors कि they do work like this and that. So I have that interest in it. Sir, not exactly demotivated, but while working there, I felt that I have the capability to do much more, and I don't want to stay in the IT sector, and I want to do something in the civil services. So that is it.
What scam है IT sector में?
Sir, they are very they judge you on different basis. Like there are, like, if I talk about HCL only, we have the different suppose I joined as a fresher there, so we used to have there the good new joining employee award. Then we have the they encourage to do some POC extra work also apart from the daily work that we used to do there. So this is how we have the ideapreneurship concept, which is of HCL only. Sir, apart from that, there is a appraisal, there is a daily meetings. We used to have a agile methodology that we used to follow there. So daily scrum meetings with the clients. So this is how you got to know.
आपका क्या project था?
So mine was a Lego project.
Can you explain your project?
Sir, we were making websites for the client Lego by using a content management tool, which is a site core. We were making websites for the different projects.
What was your role?
Sir, I was working there as a backend developer. So what I used to do is that while using the Sitecore, which was a tool, content management tool, and for that gathering requirements from the clients, and then after discussing, we used to tell them how much time we are going to take it for developing the particular page or a website that was assigned, and we used to have the daily meetings for discussions if we have any issue in that, and then making sure that we deliver the stories, the task on time after doing the testing.
जब भी client से information भी आप ही gather करते थे और उसके accordingly project को implement भी आप ही करते थे, दोनों काम आप करते थे.
Yes, sir. We used to sit together as a team. Grooming meeting. It was called as grooming session.
मैं आपका पूछ रहा हूँ कि आप client से requirement लेना आपका काम था, तो फिर उसको code करना, पूरा बनाना website को भी
हाँ,
आपका.
backend खुद बनाना, उसके बाद backend.
Backend में उस पूरी website में आपको कोई particular task मिला होता होगा, तो वो कौन सा task था?
Sir, suppose I have to make one page which display image, and there is a text written on it, suppose something like that. So what I used to do is that I have to code in the C sharp. We were using the MVC framework there in Excel. So we used to do that, and what I used to do is that I have to make sure that whatever content that is coming on the site core, which is the tool, I have to populate that on a page. I just have to make sure that my content is there on the page, and the designing is done by the another UI developer. So the designing part is done by the another. Mine is to make sure that everything is populated on the page.
ओके तो आप सी शार्प इस्तेमाल करते हैं
Yes.
तो आप बता सकते हो मुझे सी शार्प के बारे में ये कैसी लैंग्वेज है इसके क्या बेनिफिट्स हैं तो वो ज़्यादा
Sir, though I'm not in touch with it from quite some time, but I can try. Sir, it is a object-oriented language where we used to have the classes and objects, and for that,
क्लास
so class is a so it, uh, so it is the main. Sorry, sir, I'll read about it.
व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर
So structure is the flow of the program that we wanted to have, like
व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एन एरे एंड अ स्टैक
sir, can I take few seconds? Sorry, sir, I have to read about it.
दो वेरिएबल में इंटीजर है ठीक है और एक कैरेक्टर है दोनों को स्टोर करने के लिए कितनी मेमोरी चाहिए इंटीजर को स्टोर करने के लिए कितनी मेमोरी लगेगी और कैरेक्टर को स्टोर करने के लिए कितनी मेमोरी लगेगी
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir, I don't.
चलो कोई बात नहीं क्या आप मुझे एक सॉफ्टवेयर का जो प्रोडक्ट साइकिल होता है उसके कंपोनेंट्स बता सकते हो
Yes.
different stages of the life of a product
So the first is the development phase. First is the gathering information that we have. So then comes the development phase of it, and for that we have the different models where we want to what we want to use. Earlier there was a waterfall model, but now people are moving towards the like the agile model. So then we have the testing phase of the software. So after testing, we deploy it on the different environments where we want to, and after the deployment there is a continuous monitoring and evaluation so that any bugs is there, so it can be removed.
ठीक है क्या आप मुझे अपनी दो स्ट्रेंथ्स और दो वीकनेस बता सकते
Sir, my strengths includes adaptability. Since I have worked in different teams and in different projects, so I think I have the capability to adapt to the different environments, different with I can work in different with different people also, with the changing environments. So second, I would say it is the patience. Many times in college only, we have to work on some projects which does require some patience, and we have to start again from the scratch. So these are the few things I think I have. So weakness, so it is that I give more preference to my work. While I was working, I was more into work, and now while I'm studying, so I so I'm not able to balance my social life, especially with my friends. So this is something I think I have to work upon. So second is that for I like eating food, so especially the junk food. So I'm trying to control that.
Do you think there is still a bright future in the IT industry?
Yes, sir. I think there is. So because IT sector is one such sector which gives you the opportunity, not just that we grow, but also it connects us with the people across the globe, where we not just aware of their work culture, but also we got to know how they work, the best practices that we can incorporate, and how we can have different roles that we also can assign to ourselves, so that there is a maximum productivity. So
So a lot of you can do in your job, you can excel, you can earn a good money, right?
Yes.
But you want to go in the administration.
Sir, though it took me 6 months to finally put my resignation, sir. But in those 6 months, I was thinking that even if I stay in the IT, I have the opportunity either to be in the development part, or I'll have the resource management, HR, or some other non-technical part. But there were opportunities for abroad. But I felt that there is much more work that can be done in the administration also, because since India is growing and there is ample work that is to be done, and I felt that I have that capability, some qualities aligned with the civil services, and that is why I
When you talk about the people going abroad, is it an issue with our talent? A lot of students after getting graduation here and then masters here going abroad, and most of it in our citizen families.
yes.
A lot of children are going abroad. What are the reasons?
Sir, it depends. Actually, people going abroad, I don't see it as a issue, sir, due to various reasons. Sir, first is that they are going abroad. It shows that Indians have the capability. They are very good resources, not just for here, but also the across globe. Sir, apart from that, if you are a skilled person, so you have different opportunities. You work there. It is also you are also part of diaspora also there. So whatever we learn there, many of them, they come back and they start up here. They have their own startup as an entrepreneur. So these are the plus. But yes, there are few things like you have mentioned that many especially kids, they go. Yes, but it is the parents here that need to see that they don't send their kids just after 12th. They should make sure that they have that proper graduation, so that they do some valuable work there. So these were my views.
Can we retain our talent here and how?
Uh, Sir, we can retain our talent, but exposure is also equally important. But we can retain them by having uh, by giving them good salaries here. We can make sure many of time we see that the mostly Scandinavian like mine was a Denmark project. So they used to work for 6 to 7 hours a day, but in Excel we used to work for 9 hours. So there is even I consider myself as much better, because there were other projects where they used to stay till 9 p.m. from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So work-life balance is something that Indian IT sector.
Problem in IT sector?
Yes, sir, there is. So these are the few things we can take from the.
आजकल तो गवर्नमेंट में कितना पड़ता है 9 बजे आता हूँ सैटरडे को छुट्टी होती है लेकिन जाना भी पड़ता है तो अगर आप सिर्फ वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस के हिसाब से आ रहे हो तो मुझे लग रहा है
Actually, हो जाएगा.
गवर्नमेंट पर साइड बहुत ज़्यादा होता है
No, sir, it is.
आपने ये issue उठाया था?
No, sir, I never had
Is it
this.
against labor laws?
Yeah, to some extent.
So you put issue there or write a letter to the manager?
Sir, I never have to stay that late. So even if I have.
So if it was still late,
फिर आप इशू
तो issue आपके लिए तो issue नहीं होगा.
Sir, even if it is not, sir, but there are other people who used to complain, especially if they are working in a small organization or a startup kind of a thing, because it does requires your time.
As an administrator, you have to do the work on the behalf of the general people. So, as a leader, as a administrative aspirant, do you put raise an issue here for your colleagues?
Sir, no, I did not raise the issue, but what we used to do, like there are times where we also have the tight deadlines, but what we used to do, we used to came back around 6 p.m. and we open our virtual, we used to work from the virtual machines, and we used to do work from our places.
What was the Panipat war and between whom it was fought?
So there are three wars that were fought. I'm not able to recall the exact people.
How many wars are happening?
So three.
Why Panipat?
So there are various reasons for it. So first is the geography of that area. It is a plain area, so it is considered.
These belts are all linked up to the Rajasthan.
So apart from that, there is a proximity also, which is considered as the central place from the other areas like the Pakistan or the Afghanistan, from where the people used to intrude, and also like the it is the second Panipat that was fought. I think people. I'm forgetting the name.
You talk about the route. So the Silk Route and the OBR?
So the previous Silk Route was from the it is from the upper reaches of the Himalayas, where the China is said to control the Silk Route and the other Arab countries. So, but the One Belt Road is the maritime route that the China is following by.
Are you sure?
So it is both maritime and the road also, but it is focusing more on the maritime by creating ports on the different countries in different countries.
Is India join this to connect with the Eastern Europe?
Sir, India is not favoring the One Belt Road of China, and for that, India is looking for the alternatives. Like we have the Middle East corridor that was last year talked about, and for that they are working, uh, and for that through different summits and conferences on the sidelines of different conferences, they are discussing the possibilities. But there are challenges considering the Palestine war that is going on, Israel-Palestine, and the other uh, Houthi rebels that are attacking the Red Sea. So we need to see the how much we can.
Does India have a population issue?
Yes, sir. It
How
was.
can we follow China?
Sir,
Like China controls their population.
so though we have crossed China as the most populous country, but though if we see the current statistics for the population, our TFR is already around 2.1, and for the next few years, uh, by the end of this century, we might be able to control it. But it is for the benefit of India only, because majority of the population is around 29-30 years, and this is the demographic dividend also for India. But this is opportunity can be used by India for creating more jobs by making it as the manufacturing hub for the for.
Take opportunity from next decade. What after that?
Sir, after that, we can, sir, after that, as there is a natural balance also, the population will be stabilized. But we also have to learn from the China also, that if we forcefully try to reduce the population, there will be much more aged population that we see in China and other countries like the Japan, South Korea. And for that, what they now.
There's a one-child policy. Can we bring two-child policy?
So a few states like the UP, I guess, they have previously tried to give benefits to those who have two childs, but I think that it should be left it to the people what they want to have, and rather we can have incentives so that people don't go for bigger families.
What is your options?
So mine is geography.
So, your mother tongue is Punjabi.
Yes.
So there has been a demand by the people that this Punjabi should be included in the official language of this education. What's your take on this?
Yes, sir. I've also heard the same. So, since we have a we have the population, we have sick population living here, and they demand the same. I think we can consider it to some extent, because according to the national education policy, which talks about the three three language for the, if we have the younger kids to make sure they learn. So mother tongue is one of them, and if we teach them in the mother tongue like the Punjabi, so they in the initial years they will better able to understand the issues and learn. So there will be no less of dropouts, and we can have more inclusive education.
So there is slogan by the government of India that IT plus IT equals to IT. So do you have idea about this?
Sorry.
So you belong to the Bishnah area.
Yes.
So are you aware of the size of drug abuse in that area?
Yes, sir.
So what is the reason behind that?
So there are different reasons for it. So first is the proximity with the border area there, like the Arnia sector we have. So second is that most of the youth is not into something useful purpose, and for that they are getting into these drugs and things. Sir, further, sir, there is also a nexus amongst the people there. So that is why reporting is very less, and even if there is no strict actions that are being taken there. Sir,
How do you see the role of police in that area?
sir, though police is doing a bit, but I think more needs to be done. Sir, I have read somewhere like in Kathua also we have similar issues, but the women of that area, they are themselves guarding their villages, so that there is no drug peddler that can come inside their village. No outsider can come. So, sir, similarly thing can be implemented in those small areas or the village level, so that community policing along with the police can be taken, can be considered.
So you have performed in the relay race also.
Yes, sir.
So what life lesson you will learn from the relay race?
Sir, first I would say it is the coordination that is required amongst all, and sir, even if someone is lagged behind, it is the responsibility of all to make sure that we complete the task. Sir, apart from that, it is the team player working as a team, not considering as an individualistic. So these were the few things.
Where the Olympics is going to happen this time?
Sir, it is currently going in Paris.
So you have also availed the scholarship from the Nehru University.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell light on that? What was that?
Sir, I got to know it from while I was preparing only, that this is the scholarship that is provided by the government for all the minorities, Ministry of Minority Affairs, so that they can support all the minorities, so that they can have more representation in the different jobs like the UPSC, SSC, and the state PCS.
Is it still running?
Pardon, sir?
Is it still running?
Sir, I have read it. I'm not completely sure, but I availed it for 2021.
So you have mentioned about the minorities. So does the Constitution of India define the term minority?
Sir, according to my knowledge, Constitution doesn't define the minority. It is the central government that has provided for 6 minorities in the India.
So can you tell us which two types of minorities are existing in this that has been mentioned in the Constitution?
Sir, it is the linguistic minority, and there is another religious minority. So geography.
Recently, there was a news case with respect to minerals, mining, minerals, taxation. What was that news?
Sorry, sir, I'm not heard.
Minerals in the state,
Sir, minor minerals comes in the states under state jurisdiction, and the major is by the center. Sir, is a minor mineral.
क्या criteria होता है major mineral?
Sir, I have to look into it. Sir, I have to read about it.
Sand mining के क्या impacts है river में?
Sir, sand mining, it disturbs the ecology of the river, where it disturbs the bedrock, the bed soil, and due to that there is a siltation, and due to that there is many marine that get affected by it. Apart from that, sir, though there are mining that government does allow, but there is a illegal mining that government try to control that.
अब मुझे बताइए कि जम्मू कश्मीर के दो मेजर environmental disasters जिसको हम prevent करने की कोशिश करते हैं, अगर we see जम्मू कश्मीर from this disasters point of view, तो दो मेजर disasters तो जो एरिया जो prone है to disasters.
So, considering the topography in the Kashmir Valley, we try to control the landslides, avalanches, which happens due to various reasons. And in the plain, if I would say here in Jammu part, it is the flooding that we need to control, which again happens because of various reasons. Because one is the man-made flooding, which is causing because of the plastic, rising plastics. And sir, sir, it was due to heavy raining only, quite some time back.
Plastic, rising plastic is a flood issue.
Sir, it caused clogging of the nalas days. So,
मुझे बताओ कि ये जो टेक्टोनिक प्लेट्स हैं, तो इस वक्त विद रिस्पेक्ट टू जम्मू कश्मीर क्या हो रहे हैं?
sir, tectonic plates, these are these were the foundation for the formation of the Himalayas, because of the boundary that we have with the Eurasian and the Indian plate. And this can also be seen because we have seen that Mount Everest have gained 86 centimeter. So and for that there are other hazards also that comes into play, like the earthquake.
So do you think earthquake is also a disaster?
Sir, it is, but we cannot prevent it. We can prevent one caused by the man-made, like if we are doing some drilling, blasting, like we see in Uttarakhand. But if it is because of the natural plate movement, we cannot.
क्या कर सकते हैं उससे बचने के लिए?
Sir, what we can do it is that we can have the uh, we can zonation of the. It is already zoning of the areas is already being done.
जम्मू कश्मीर की zone है,
So zone 5.
zone 5 मतलब उसको बोली नहीं जो आप
Sir, I thought.
अच्छा हमारे यहाँ की मेजर रिवर्स कौन से हैं जम्मू कश्मीर?
Sir, it is the Indus, Jhelum.
तो मेजर बोलते हो तो आपको मतलब टॉप से कैसे चलना है कि जो सबसे ज़्यादा है वो Manpreet Kour
Sir, Chenab. Then we have the Jhelum, Indus, Ravi. These are the few.
इंडस है जम्मू कश्मीर में,
Sir, erstwhile Jhelum.
अच्छा है। रावी भी कोई हमारा हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक प्रोजेक्ट है, रावी है हमारे यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट रावी है उसमें भी दूसरी है
Uj tributary.
कुछ है ना, तो कुछ पे कोई लगाया हमने हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक प्रोजेक्ट लगाया हमने उसमें।
Sir,
सबसे पुराना हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक प्रोजेक्ट बताओ जम्मू कश्मीर का कौन सा था, किसके ऊपर था?
sir, it was More project, but I'm forgetting the river's name.
चिनाब के कोई 2-4 हाइड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक प्रोजेक्ट्स के नाम बताओ।
Sir, Pakaldul, Salal, Ratle. Sir,
इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में कैपेसिटी
sorry, sir,
मेजर बताओ एक पे कि सबसे ज़्यादा कैपेसिटी
sir, I'm not completely sure.
क्या इससे जो हम पावर जनरेट करते हैं वो आगे कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होती है, क्या इसका शेयर गवर्नमेंट और जम्मू कश्मीर के पास जाता है या किसके पास जाता है, क्या है उसका हिसाब किताब?
Sir, it forms the major part of the state revenue only. 90% of the revenue, I think.
बोल रहे हो ना, सही में आपको पता है?
Sir,
जम्मू कश्मीर देखो प्रोडक्टिव मतलब हमारी जो ये रिवर्स है जिनसे हम हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट कर रहे हैं, तो ये जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट हो रही है इसका कितना परसेंट शेयर है हमारे पास जम्मू कश्मीर? तो आपको आइडिया है कि कैसे शेयर होता है, मतलब इसका क्या है, जो कंपनी जनरेट करती है वो कितना कमीशन लेती है,
नहीं।
कैसे क्या होता है?
no, sir.
क्लाइमेट चेंज आज की डेट में हम सब जानते हैं, वर्ल्ड बैंक ने कभी एक रिपोर्ट निकाली है द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज ऑन एजुकेशन, इस रिपोर्ट के बारे में कल की रिपोर्ट आई है।
Sir, though I have not read the report, but I can try what can be the issues they're talking about. Sir, the impact of climate change on education is because we are seeing there is a lot of displacement that is happening, and due to that, as the UNICEF also has talked about previously, that a majority of them, it is the children that are suffering from these displacement. So, we on the one side we talk about making sure that we provide inclusive education, and on the other side we are seeing the climate refugees. So the education is getting impacted, and therefore we need to take these steps for this.
लास्ट क्वेश्चन, इंडिया में कितने यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट्स?
Sir, I'm not completely sure, but it is around 48.
लेटेस्ट
48. यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट.
कौन सा रिसेंट कौन सा मिला?
सर आई रीड अबाउट इट. I'll read about it.
एक यूनिट में
Thank you, sir. Thank you.